Hi, friends. It's Mrs. Caldwell here and Miss Britt. We are going to be going over what we're doing for writing this week. Last week we were going over our rough drafts, and this week we're still going to be continuing our rough drafts for our personal narrative. But if you have already finished that, this is your assignment for this week. We are going to be looking at opinion pieces, how to write an opinion piece, and we are going to write a little paragraph on an opinion of what we have for a story that Miss Britt is going to read you in a minute. I wanted to show you this quick vocabulary video before we did that, so let's go ahead and see what opinion writing is all about.
Hey Maurice, did you finish the opinion piece for the school newspaper?
Of course I did. I wrote about why breakfast is the best meal of the day.
What a great topic. Wait a minute. This just lists your favorite breakfast foods.
Uh-huh.
And it says here that it's best because you say so.
Sure is.
And the last sentence says you like dinner just as much.
I do.
I think we're going to need to work through this one together. Okay, Maurice, let's get to work on this opinion piece. The topic's great, true for you, but maybe not for me. Let's start by stating your opinion very clearly. Breakfast is the best meal, period. You feel me? This shouldn't ever be a fact or something always true. For example, you won't argue that the sky is blue, but facts are needed to support your opinion and explain why you're eating scrambled eggs and not chicken.
All right, so first it's talking about what an opinion is. So if you've never heard of the word opinion, an opinion is something you feel like is true. Now, for example, breakfast is the best meal. Maurice thinks that breakfast is the best meal. I don't. So that is his opinion. And he's going to support in this story his opinion on why he thinks breakfast is the best meal. And he's going to try to persuade us, which means to get us to want to think that breakfast is the best meal as well. So he has to use facts and different arguments to help him explain why he thinks that breakfast is the best meal.
There's some phrases that you might need to know to make it super clear. And opinions, what you wrote, those are I think to me, in my opinion, just to name a few.
I think breakfast has by far the best kinds of food.
Sweet. And adjectives can be a big helper. Best, worst, better, easiest, or healthier. Hook in your reader with an interesting intro to keep them excited for your piece. That's essential.
So they're talking about how you need to make people want to read what you're talking about. If he's wanting us to really think that breakfast is the best meal of the day, he's got to keep his readers engaged with using positive and great words to help explain his thinking.
Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here? Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here? Yeah, now let's talk about supporting facts, reasons, and examples. They have your opinions back. You'll need at least 2 reasons to explain how you came to your opinion to make sense of what you're saying. These can be facts or even personal reasons that support your opinion and convince the people reading. To help the reader follow, you should use linking words like first, next, finally, second, or third.
All right, so when you are writing an opinion piece, again, this week we're just doing a paragraph, you will be explaining your thinking by using transition words like we talked about last week and giving examples and reasons as to why you think so. And they're going to show you that right here.
I see. Let me try. Here's why breakfast rules.
Why?
First, it gives me energy before I go to school.
Facts.
Next, orange juice is amazing. Pancakes too. Orange juice is healthy and pancakes always make me full.
Great, that was a fact and one more opinion, but you added.
So you see he put in opinions. Next, orange juice is amazing, pancakes too, but he also gave facts, which is so important. He said, first, it gives me energy before I go to school, which is very true, and that's why we always want you to eat breakfast when you get here. And then orange juice is healthy, and pancakes always make me full. Orange juice is a healthy juice for you to drink, and then pancakes, they do fill you up, which is something that you want to, you want to eat something that will keep you full until lunchtime. So he's giving an opinion, but also facts to help you see why his opinion is true.
Added more facts to back it up. Now you get it. To wrap it up, restate your opinion and the reasons you believe it. Then the piece is completed. Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here? Opinions, true for you, but not everyone. When you're writing an opinion piece, here's how it's done. State it clear and support your ideas with facts. Who's got opinions in here?
In conclusion, breakfast is the best meal because it gives you energy to start your day.
Okay.
It has delicious drinks and food that not only makes you nice and full,
Yeah?
but can also be good for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Maurice.
All right, so he ended with a conclusion to explain, why he thinks that breakfast is the best meal of the day. So now Miss Britt is going to take over and read our piece for the day.
Hey guys, so Miss Britt here. I'm just going to back that up real fast because that was a wonderful example right there. So this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be writing 5 complete sentences, and this I think is either 5 or 6 complete sentences. So you want to make sure that your writing looks like this. This is a full paragraph. This little indentation here before the word breakfast, that's perfect. And then 5 complete sentences supporting your thought process here, your opinion. All right, let's get out of that. This is going to be this is the passage that you guys are going to be reading, and you have access to this. Let me pull it up. It is called The World of Wild Pets. So I'm going to read this to you in case you are having trouble, reading material like this. So I'm going to read it to you so you can check. If you feel like reading it by yourself, you're welcome to, but we're going to talk about it a little bit more in depth. So I suggest you listen. The World of Wild Pets. Millions of wild animals are kept as pets. Find out why that might not be such a great idea. So there's a picture there. You're going to hear in just a moment that is called a sugar glider. If you're looking for a new pet, Chris Evans knows just the place. He owns Panhandle Exotics, a pet store in Pensacola, Florida. However, you won't find puppies or kittens there. One of the store's top sellers? Hedgehogs. Mini pigs, red kangaroos, and sugar gliders, which is pictured above, are just a few of the other exotic pets he sells. What does it mean to be exotic? Well, you're about to find out. Exotic pets are animals that have not been or haven't been domesticated like dogs and cats. What does it mean to be domesticated? To be domesticated means that they have been tamed or they have been brought into our lives and they know how to live with humans. Okay? And if you'll look to the right, Ms. Caldwell has put in a comment, and it means tamed or kept as a pet or on a farm. So they have learned how to live with us. If they have been domesticated like cats and dogs, they know how to live with us. But exotic pets are pets that come from the wild, and they have not been living with humans, and they have not been domesticated. Thanks to social media, interest in exotic pets has skyrocketed. Skyrocketed means that it's gone up a lot. So the interest has gone up a lot in having exotic pets. People post videos on Instagram of their cute pet otters playing with chew toys or little monkeys taking a bath. I have seen both of these videos, and every time I see it, I always say, "Oh my goodness, I would love to have an otter." Or I say, "Oh my goodness, I would love to have a monkey." But then soon their followers, like me, want to rush out and buy one for themselves. But experts warn that there is often more than meets the eye when it comes to owning wild pets. And this right here is a good piece of evidence. Experts warn that there is more than meets the eye. That means there's more to it than what you see. It's not something that you're used that you what's a good way of explaining that? It's not something that is normally seen or common. And so because people don't really know how to deal with that, you end up getting something that you can't deal with. So that's a great piece of evidence there. People are not thinking about the real consequences of that choice for both them and the animal, says Angela Grimes of animal rights group Born Free USA. So people get these animals and they don't think about the consequences that come along with owning this type of animal, because they just don't know, because these are not animals we normally keep in our homes. Buyer beware. Sorry, I'm breathing. Millions of wild animals are kept as pets in the United States, and they're not all little critters like hedgehogs. In some states, it is legal to own giant pythons, chimpanzees, or even lions. It is legal, meaning that the law allows you to have a giant python, a chimpanzee, or even a lion, which is crazy to me. But wild pets are just that, wild. That means that they are exotic. So their behavior can be hard to predict, which can be dangerous. In 2017, a 2-year-old girl in Iowa was rushed to the hospital after her family's pet wolf attacked her. It was one of nearly 100 reported attacks by wild animals in the past decade. How long is a decade? You should know this. Absolutely, 10 years. So I think that this is also another piece of evidence. We can't determine. To predict something means to be able to tell. We can't predict what a wild animal is going to do. And unfortunately, a wolf is a wild animal. They have not been domesticated for enough years. Dogs are descendants of wolves, and they have been domesticated. But if you go and pluck a wolf out of the forest and bring it home to be your pet, then you might end up with some severe consequences like this poor little 2-year-old girl had to endure. But even smaller animals like hedgehogs can cause trouble. They can bite and may carry diseases harmful to humans. Don't let their tiny size or cute faces fool you, says Grimes. Plus, experts point out that many wild pets live very differently in homes or backyards than they would in their natural habitat. Some baby otters, for example, live in rivers in groups of up to 15 otters. They live in groups of 15. But as pets, many spend a lot of time alone in cages with little more than an occasional swim in a small tub, which is very, very sad, because otters are very social creatures and they live in large groups in the wild. So when someone brings home a baby otter and they just keep it for themselves, it never gets to socialize with other baby otters. This is a photograph on the left. This caption says, "All grown up." Many exotic pets end up being too big or too expensive for owners to care for. John Mattis bought Boo Boo the bear as a small cub. When Boo Boo was grown, Mattis gave her up to an animal sanctuary where she would have more room to roam, which, believe it or not, happens a lot. A wild debate. Evans admits that exotic pets are not right for everyone, but that doesn't mean that he thinks people should shy away from getting one. He argues that bad owners, not bad animals, are the problem. People can get hurt when they don't take safety measures, and the animals suffer when owners don't take care of them properly. That's why Evans makes sure his customer knows what to expect. He tells them exactly what could go wrong and what the animals need. If you can't prove that you can take care of the animal properly, you're not adopting a pet from my store, he says. Not all sellers are as careful as Evans, though. It's easy to buy many types of exotic pets online, but most online ads don't tell buyers how to care for the animals, nor do they include warnings about any possible dangers the animals pose. Grimes says even if a buyer thinks they're totally prepared, there's still a big problem with owning a wild pet. Even if you take the best care of an exotic pet, the animal is not living in the wild where it belongs, says Grimes. All right, you can read this little section by yourself. Your job is to tell us what you think. Give us your opinion. Do exotic animals make good pets? you need to write a persuasive paragraph explaining why or why not. Include details from the article to support your opinion. So you have to use information from the article. And then if you finish that and we haven't talked to you about your writing from last week, meaning your personal narrative, then you can start working on this extension activity. So this is the second part, but you have to do the first part first. Your assignment looks like this. Let me pull it up. You will type your paragraph in this first box right here. And then once you have your 5 complete sentences, then you can start working on your extension activity. I hope this is helpful, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.